Battlefield report fighters from Ukraine's 3rd Special Operations Forces Regiment were captured on video, retaking Ukrainian positions previously captured by Russian forces. During the assault, they killed dozens of Russian soldiers. The operation involved clearing Russian hideouts and securing areas for infantry units of the Ukrainian Defense Forces. Video footage from chest cameras shows Ukrainian soldiers advancing through trench lines, throwing grenades and firing accurate rifles during the operation to retake Russian-held positions. According to the report, the tactical group conducted additional reconnaissance using UAV operators, fire support teams, and evacuation units before moving forward. The roads leading to the Russian positions were targeted by heavy artillery. And all roads leading to the hideouts were mined. In the Kupiansk sector, eastern Kharkiv region, Ukraine destroyed 10 motorcycles, 2 ATVs, killing 2 people and injuring 6 passengers riding them. The drones detect and destroy the enemy even on the move. The Pomsta Brigade is a reliable border shield and part of the Ukrainian Defense Forces, the defense official said. This attack demonstrates the effectiveness of the use of modern technology by Ukrainian troops in the face of Russian aggression. The Pomsta Brigade, also known as Phoenix, is part of the Ukrainian Border Guard, which plays a leading role in offensive operations in the Kharkiv region and its environs. Over the past week, the strike units of the UAV systems of the main intelligence directorate of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine have eliminated and wounded 72 Russian invaders, more than 3.5 platoons generally accepted by both sides. At the same time, they destroyed and damaged the air defense system, presumably referring to anti-aircraft missile systems, and 4 electronic warfare and reconnaissance systems of the invaders, as well as 4 armored combat vehicles, 26 cars, 4 artillery systems, 7 attack UAVs, 6 communication antennas, and more than 140 engineering structures and intervention fortifications. The press service of the Ministry of Defense of the Armed Forces of Ukraine reported this in its official media sources, publishing a corresponding video edited from footage taken by the control UAVs and kamikaze drones. The Ukrainian counterattack drove the Russians from several key positions, jeopardizing their entire operation to encircle Pokrovsk. As a result, the Russians were forced to abandon their attempts to capture the city, begin a retreat, and change their goal to a political victory with no strategic value, Euromaidan press reported. After advancing on Pokrovsk, the Russian forces set their sights on encircling the city from the west, cutting off its vital supply lines, and forcing its Ukrainian defenders to abandon it under threat of encirclement. The Russians hoped to avoid the brutal urban battles that had previously drained their forces at Bakhmut and now at Toretsk. The idea was to isolate Pokrovsk without having to storm it directly and gain at least a modest victory. However, this plan quickly failed. The Ukrainian forces first halted the Russian advance westward and then launched a series of aggressive counterattacks to retake key positions. The Ukrainian tactics were highly agile and adaptive, using blitzkriegs with quick attacks in small units designed to surprise and confuse the Russian defenders. One of the first major blows was struck at Kotline, where Ukraine launched a swift offensive to disrupt the Russian presence in the village and the surrounding industrial zone. They managed to isolate the Russian forces holding these areas, forcing them to abandon their positions under constant Ukrainian drone fire and artillery harassment. A video released by the brigade captured the moment a drone operator from the 13th Separate Motorized Infantry Battalion chased a Russian quadcopter. After assessing the situation and probably not having the opportunity to use other methods of destruction, the Ukrainian pilot made a bold decision. A Ukrainian drone rammed the enemy aircraft, destroying the Russian quadcopter.